The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Sean.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning. Happy Monday. It's July 17th, 5:29. First day back, Steph, and we're overachieving, all right?
Oh, so a minute early, and it just feels so good to hear your voice, Sean.
There
I'm so
we
happy
go.
to be in the room with you.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
Off on Friday. I'll just let you know, Steph, I have no more booked holidays.
Thank God.
Something could come up and I could book something, but as of right now, it's 5-day work weeks for the rest of the year for me.
Okay, and I would like to say, I think the last time you worked a 5-day work week was in May.
Well,
because you had all of those random one-day offs. We had the long weekend of Canada Day, and then the 1 week that you were supposed to work 5 days, you went and got heat stroke and took a day off. So I'm not holding my breath on the 5-day work week. I don't trust you to come every day this week.
Your math checks out over there, Miss Seidel. Happy belated birthday as well, okay? Let's switch subjects, all right?
Yeah, he takes a day off for my birthday. What the heck?
Woo, happy birthday! I'm going to go celebrate.
Without me. Remember that conversation we were having Wednesday around lunchtime where everybody was like, yeah, the bugs are so good this year. I haven't even seen a tar sand beetle yet.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And then it was like they heard us and they were like, oh, you don't think we've been bad this year?
We're trashing them and they heard us for sure.
They did. So Wednesday night I had dinner on a patio and I ended up not finishing my meal and getting the bill because I was like, we're getting eaten alive out here. It's not enjoyable. We must retreat. Mm-hmm. And they've been bad ever since. Like full on clouds. You could rub your hand along your arm and get 3 mosquitoes on your way down.
Well, I was going to say, every time I've taken my holidays for like the past 2 months, like if I've gone home to like Saskatchewan or if I've just been down in like the city or something, they've been way worse down south than they have been up north. And then even when I was just in Edmonton over the weekend, I was sitting on a patio, it was horrible. It was absolutely awful. So it's like, it's gotten bad everywhere now.
Yeah. And yesterday I was going on a bike ride through the Birchwood trails and we couldn't stop. If we stopped to look at the map, we were like, no, get going, go. Like we can't stay here. I don't know what happened. If it got hot, if the smoke brought them in. I feel confused, but I've seen multiple people as well in Fort McMurray gardening enthusiasts posting about how they're not even enjoying gardening anymore because the bugs are so bad.
Yeah, I'm going to have to, along with the SPF now, I'm just going to have to start putting base layers of like bug spray on now every day because agreed, you can't even enjoy the outdoors all too long.
Well, I feel like these are mutant ones because my bug spray wasn't even working. So if you find a concoction that's good, please share it with us, okay?
I took just the past Friday off work to go see my nephew play for Team Saskatchewan in what is called the Canada Cup for football.
And you were very excited about it. Very, very proud, Uncle. Even had a little bit of a tear in your eye when you were just talking about it. How'd he do?
Well, went down and I didn't even watch any football.
What the heck?
Yeah, it was just smoky. It was smoky the whole gosh darn weekend. And so it was like postponed, and then finally canceled like Saturday night. And then every province or every qualified province that like went through the round robin was there. And so they were playing Quebec in the final and they had flights Sunday and they couldn't really reschedule and just the logistics weren't working out. So I went down Thursday night. Left Sunday morning, didn't watch any football.
Oh my God.
But I got a lot of family time and my brother and my nieces came out and I got to hang out with my nephew for a little bit as well. And still proud of him, still super proud. I won't admit it to him in person. He's a better athlete than me, but there's no way I'm telling that to his face. I will always say I'm better than him in person. But it was just, it was unfortunate, but it was good that I got all of the family time in.
Yeah, I'm glad for you for the bright side vibes that you're finding. I'm disappointed and sad for all of the folks who flew across Canada to get to play in these games and not go.
Yeah, so
wow.
Team Saskatchewan was the only team that bussed there and every other team like flew out. And so like when we were waiting in the parking lot, we were like tailgating a little bit, like 6:30 at night on Saturday, waiting to hear word if like the game was going to be played, because they said if it is going to be played, it's 8:30 at Commonwealth Stadium down in Edmonton. So we all went out there in support. And there was probably like 50 Quebec friends and supporters and family. And I can't imagine like coming all of that way and for the game not to be played.
And are they going to reschedule like later in the summer? Or is it just kind of like 2023, the year that we didn't get to find out who won the Canada Cup?
Yeah, I think so. Team Saskatchewan was 3 years in a row winner. They're going for their 4th national championship, and I don't think it's getting postponed. I think it just is what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats to all the teams who almost got to play that gold medal.
That's right. Congrats. Congrats on being there.
Friday, I'm hanging out in the studio. I'm trying to do a show, trying to be all quiet except for my voice, and a car alarm just decided it wanted to add its voice to the mix.
Yeah, well, we have pretty good sound protection in here, except for, of course, the windows that we have. So anything that goes down, if you're causing ruckus over here in the Stone Creek parking lot, we're going to eye you up and people watch you type of thing.
Yeah, we can hear you yelling. It's so funny. But Friday morning, what happened, it wasn't just the regular honking. This car alarm had like a double feature.
Oh.
So it also had like the bird tweet super loud alarm, like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all the different designs and stuff.
yeah, but also the horn at the same time. It was a double whammy.
Are you sure? Was it just 2 cars going off at the same time?
No, it was one car.
You're
its
like, I was
lights
looking
were
at
flashing.
it.
I
would
was.
know.
And I was like, what are you storing in your car that it needs this double protection of disruption for everyone around?
Yeah, were you keeping eyes on it the whole morning now that it had your attention?
Nope, because then the person just like toot, toot, turned it off. And
That's why they have the annoying alarm so they can hear it.
then they retreated and left, and I never saw them again. But I did think, like, does a car alarm even work anymore to make you turn and look and say, oh no, somebody's trying to steal from that car, or oh, you shouldn't walk so close to it, you set out the alarm.
Right.
Like, I just feel that a car alarm these days is more of an annoyance than a thief alert.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even know. Like, say, like we're in a parkade right now. We're like 3 floors up. Like, I wouldn't even know if my alarm was going off right now. I would be the annoying person that just let my alarm go off for 5 hours in the morning.
Well, it might only last 4 because, oh no, you did get a new battery. So
Yeah.
it would.
Oh yeah, bad batteries 4 hours, good batteries 5 hours, right?
That's the way it works.
You're a car gal over there.
Well, Sean, my frugalness cost me yesterday.
Uh-oh, what were you doing? What'd you fall into?
Well, I was trying to buy 2 pairs of Crocs for $60. It was a deal on their website. They texted me about it. I was like, yep, you've got my attention.
Yes.
I went over, found the very limited sizing they had left in 2 pairs that I could tolerate.
Yes.
One I was really excited about. The other one was like, it's 2 for $60.
Wait, are both pairs for you?
Yes.
Wow, that's impressive.
I know, Crocs no less. Like, who am I?
Yeah, they last forever.
They do. And so I had decided on these 2 pairs, and then I went to pay for them, and they said, you're $20 away from free shipping, or you can pay the shipping, which is $14.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to lose $14 either way. If I spend 6 more, I'll
Third
get
pair.
free shipping and have an extra
Did you think of your
something.
husband at all?
I did let him look through the website, but because it was this 2 for $60 sale, there really wasn't any options for him either.
Right, because it would have been more expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I tried to like fill my cart with gibbets. Like, I was like, maybe I'm that person that decorates the holes in their Crocs all of a sudden. I don't know. But
any like good looking giblets for you?
yeah, there was a kayak.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this will be
Just get
perfect.
12 of those.
Well, this is the very specific thing that I'm buying Crocs for, is because I hate stepping in the water and not having my toes protected.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is great. These are my kayaking shoes, and they have a kayak on them.
That's your
I'm like,
personality.
yeah, a little flashlight. I was like, okay, another $3.
And another kayak. Get rid of the flashlight.
I couldn't find anything to spend $20 on. Everything else was more than that, except for the gibbets. And I was like, I don't need 2 pairs of Crocs. I'm trying to buy 1. I've suckered into buying 2. I don't need a third. Like,
Oh yeah, so what did you end up doing?
well, I ended up going back after spending the entire day thinking about it and saying, fine, I'm going to spend $14 on shipping.
No. Oh
And-
yeah, shipping. Yeah.
Yeah. But the pair that I actually wanted was out of stock. by
You waited
then.
too long?
I waited too long. My frugalness has failed me.
So you have anything?
Nothing. Didn't get a single pair of Crocs yesterday.
Look how much money you saved by not
60,
buying any.
$80?
See, we're still
Yeah.
frugal in the end.
There we go. Thanks, Sean. You're making me feel better.
A couple of firsts were checked off the list for me and some of my family this weekend, Steph.
Like what?
Yeah, I was down in Edmonton and I met up with my brother, his daughters, and his son. There was some football events going on, so the whole fam came along. And my niece recently turned 18, and in Saskatchewan, the drinking age is 19. Mm-hmm. In Alberta, drinking age is 18.
Oh.
And so not only did my brother get to buy like her first drink or whatever.
Her first legal drink.
That's right. Because she's never had one before. And so we got to just do that together. We sat on a patio, but then like go into like, I don't know what people call it, an LB, a liquor board. A place where you buy liquor.
A store?
I don't know. In Saskatchewan, we call them LBs, liquor boards.
Okay.
We got to go to the liquor place, a store, and got to like go in there and like buy her first like 6-pack or whatever. And
you didn't make her buy it with her ID and be like, I'm old enough to do this.
And that was the weird thing. She's a baby face, so she's always going to be a baby to me. And they didn't even ID her. They just let her pass right through. I think she got off easy.
Well, isn't that what you want when you want to be like, ID her, please? Please give her this
Pretty
moment of her first time doing this.
Yeah, and they just like believed her. I was like, what? She looks like she's 10 right now.
Very trusting.
ID her.
Okay, but as well, though, like, does she just look like she's 10 because you're her uncle and she'll always be 10 in your mind?
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, and then it was just like, it's just so wild. Like, I've been away from Regina for what, like 5, 6, 7 years, somewhere along that line. And just to see them, like, they grow up so fast. They grow up so fast. Now I'm drinking on patios with them. I came across the non-cruise guy yesterday. I was driving home on 63, and I got to say, you're the worst.
The non-cruise guy. So was it a game of passing over and over again, or what happened?
Yeah, there was a couple of moments where, you know, sometimes they get that ambition. Maybe they're not paying attention. All of a sudden, their foot gets a little heavy, and they start going like maybe 120, 130, and they pass you in the left lane, and then they come over in the right lane, and you're in front of you, and you're going pretty good. I'm on cruise and we're around 120 and it's just nice and easy. And then all of a sudden they slow down to like 100 and you're like, what are you doing?
It's like they realize when they're passing you, oh my gosh, I'm going 130, yeah. I better slow down. And then they slow down way too much.
And you're like, okay, like this has gone on for a little bit. Do I pass you? Do I just oblige with your 100 and just stay behind you? Are we going to do this whole passing thing for the next 2+ hours? Or what's happening? So I stayed behind and then they would go up to 110 and I'd press my buttons and slowly adjust to them in front of me. And then they'd go up to 120 and I'd adjust my buttons and get up to my normal speed, which I was going to. And then all of a sudden they would just slow down. And I'm just like, okay, like I can't do this. Like, make up your mind. And then so I just like passed them and went a little faster. And
okay, people who don't use cruise though, do you think they just don't have it in their car or they don't know how to use it? Because to me, if I didn't have cruise, I would be like, all right, find a person that's going the speed I'm comfortable with going over the speed limit, which for me is usually about 2 over. I go 112. And then stay behind them the entire drive so that I don't have a heavy foot or a light foot and make everybody around me mad.
Buddy.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like that's a good strategy if you don't have cruise. Like, why wouldn't you use it?
I don't know. Yeah, because I don't use cruise on like the single lane highways just because it is so much like back and forth and in and out and you got just people everywhere. And so I just would rather have my feet down there by the brake at all moments type of thing. But divided double lane, like that is cruise territory right there. Like,
I
relaxing.
use that as like a game. Like when I pull out a Wandering River, I'm like, all right, cruise is set to 112.
Yeah.
And then I see if I can avoid pressing my brake until I get to the light in Fort McMurray.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's a new thing to try, Sean.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Thank you for the game. That's a great way to pass the time.
You're welcome.
The Monday after.
Lovely weekend. A lot of amazing things to celebrate. right?
Right. Say it again, Sean. What was amazing to celebrate?
Yeah, happy birthday, Steph. Oh my goodness. What'd you get up to?
Thank you so much. Definitely celebrated all weekend long.
Wait, what type of birthday gal are you? Are you one day, one weekend, 1 week, a month?
As long as people are willing to celebrate me, I'm willing to let them. So if it
Month
takes
long.
a month,
Just say month.
yeah.
Just say month.
I do think this year might be confined to a weekend, but we did have a lot of fun. We had some friends over on Saturday night for a bonfire and deck hangs. And then yesterday we went e-biking, went out for lunch, got lots of presents because I am spoiled rotten. And it was great.
Oh, well, you deserve it all. Happy birthday.
You're so nice. Thanks, Sean.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.